why the Chinese government choose at this particular point of time, November, December, to basically make a change of their policies? Is it because the virus is so transmissible, just almost impossible to continue to prevent probably the spread of the virus, or because there are frustration, obviously, in particular young people, they say we have been through this for 3 years, we need some change, or because of other reasons maybe?
Qinduo, the question of why, first of all, okay, that's point number one. I love the question. It speaks to the absolute core of what we're all dealing with. And number two, unlike, again, how the ghoulish Western media wants to report it, this was not a sudden decision. This was not, the Chinese government flipped, okay? You just referenced a date way back in November. It was November 11th when the press conference was held that the first set of 20 points, which were a substantial relaxation of the policy, was first announced. Now, unless I'm mistaken, that was like 33, 34 days ago. So that this was not sudden and unexpected. It was over a month ago. It was in the works to do that. And the question is to say, well, why did it happen? Why did they make that decision? Well, there had been, up until that time, the government's meticulous analyzing of the data, and of course they're going to go slower than everybody else because they're responsible for 1.4 to protect the health of 1.4 billion people. Please excuse the Chinese government for going a bit slow on that, because pretty serious responsibility. I'd go a little on the slow side to be safe too. So, but they knew by November 11th that they could substantially relax the restrictions, and they announced it. Why, Qinduo? Why? Because previously Hong Kong and Taiwan did not have a good experience when they had big breakouts. But Shanghai on the mainland confirmed the latest variant mildness, very low death rate, very low severity. Subsequent infections, I wrote this up in China Daily article, yes, that was published yesterday. Subsequent outbreaks that took place in Beijing, Zhengzhou, Chongqing, and Guangzhou further confirmed. They were in September, October. So by November, the Chinese government was able to say, wow, we got a good situation here. Finally, after 3 years, we can relax the policy. We do have a milder variant that's hitting our people. We can relax the policy. And that's why they announced it. What went wrong after that? Because there was some people pouring out on the streets. There was a few protests here and there. There was the Foxconn Zhengzhou situation. People were upset. Why? Because they announced the policies, but it didn't trickle down fast enough to the municipal level. Everybody on the municipal level, God bless the government people, but they're like, whoa, we're a little nervous to start relaxing the policy. So they didn't do it as quickly as they should. People expressed their frustration. So then on December 7th, the government reiterated, no, it's okay to open up. It is okay. And then they really pushed it forward and said, yes, we're going to open up. And they did that on December 7th. I'm not, when I say opening up, it's a weird kind of language because it was just the relaxing of those 3 key restrictions. Stop broad testing, stop app health tracking, and if you get sick, go home and you don't need to go to the hospital. This has worked out to be very, very true. The surge is happening. It's being handled, and here we are.